Gonna wait for some people to get on here. I always do my YouNows later in the day when I'm in the States, so I thought I would try doing it at this time while I'm here in Germany and see if more people watch or if less people watch or whatever. Hello. I haven't done a YouNow in so long. How is everyone? Hello. Let me know in a comment or like in the chat, whatever, where you guys are from, because yeah, I feel like whenever I do these in the States, a lot of people are like from Europe, wherever in Europe, and they're always like, oh, I'm like about to go to bed. So hopefully you guys aren't, because I'm in the same time zone as some of you. Yeah. Thanks for the likes, Ray. Miss you. Yeah, I haven't done YouNow in so long. There's so many vegan options here. Like, there's so many vegan restaurants. There's almond milk, soy milk, just like non-dairy milks everywhere. Yeah, most places have a vegan or a vegan option. So it's early, yeah. Makes sense. Czech Republic. I was gonna go this weekend, but we didn't really have enough time. It would have been very rushed, so we didn't. But I would like to come back and go to Prague and like see it. Austria, that's close to Dubai. Wow. I want to start trying to live stream on YouTube because I feel like more people would see this then. I've never done live streaming on YouTube before. I'm currently in Berlin, Germany. I'm here with my family. I've been vlogging it, and it's really awesome. I love it here. I wish that I was here with my friends. Like, I want to come back here with my friends just because, like, exploring, like, there's so much to do, and I just Europe in general, I just like the vibe so much more of just being in the city. Like, everyone takes the metro, public transport. I feel like people are a lot more immersed in the city, if that makes sense. Like, people are sitting outside everywhere and like walking, and at least in LA, people don't really do that as much. Like, you have to drive everywhere, and like, I don't know, it feels more individualistic almost, but I really like it here. What was the highlight? Ooh. Oh my gosh, Austria, shout out. Definitely going to all the vegan restaurants. I'm going to be making a video about my favorite ones that I went to. And I really liked the Turkish market. I think that was like the second day that I was here. And today we went to this kind of like flea market, it was like a flea market at this park, and it was really awesome, and there was like a bunch of vegan food, and we just sat, my sister and I sat in this field and like just chilled. It's been raining most of the time that I've been here, which was nice coming from LA. It was 100 degrees Fahrenheit every day, so that was kind of rough. But then coming here, it's been actually a nice change to have it be kind of cold and rainy. But I'm definitely excited to go back and just have it be warm again, and I miss all my friends a lot, so yeah. Have you tried any of the German chocolates? I tried a couple vegan chocolates. I don't know if they were like traditional German chocolates. I posted a video about it, like I did a taste test. I tried this one vegan chocolate bar, and then my mom brought this dark chocolate bar that was really, really dark chocolate, like it was almost bitter, but then the aftertaste was sweet, and it was good, but I don't know if it was like a traditional German chocolate. I am good. I'm still very tired. Like, I don't know, I don't know if I'm so jet lagged, but it doesn't feel like I'm jet lagged. That probably has a lot to do with it. But I just feel like tired. Like, I feel like walking around all the time and just being exposed to so many new things at once. And yeah, mostly just like walking so much every day because we're like walking throughout the city, like looking at things, like just being tourists, I guess. It's very tiring. And then at night, like I still kind of wake up sometimes because of jet lag. So Yeah, thank you. That's it. But jet lag like feels different. It doesn't just feel like you're tired. Like I feel like it's like a wave. I don't know. I can definitely tell, but like my just body feels tired. I don't know. It's like a different kind of tired. So you're not traveling, yeah. What happened to your camera? I think it fell out of my bag in the cab that I took from the airport because I was using it to film some clips of just like, oh, me getting off the plane, me getting in the cab, the first things I'm seeing around me, and I don't like. I remember putting it back in my bag. Maybe it fell out. That's the last place I remember seeing it. It's not in any of my bags now, so yeah, it's kind of a loss. And so I emailed the company. It's not like Uber because it wasn't like I was using an app. I was literally just like I had a cab and I was paying him with like cash or whatever. So I couldn't like contact the driver. But I emailed the company and I was like, "Do you guys have lost and found?" And they were like, "Here's the address of the company." So I went all the way there. It was like really far, and they were like, the lady spoke no English, and she was like we had to use Google Translate for like lost and found, and she said they didn't have one. So it's okay though. It wasn't my really good camera. I mean, it was still like a nice camera, but it was the Sony RX 100, and that's one that I used for vlogging sometimes, and sometimes I'd use it for a sit-down video, but it wasn't like my super nice Canon 70D at least, and I'm just so fucking glad it wasn't my phone or like my passport or anything that I absolutely need, and I'm glad I didn't have any videos on there that were really important or really cool. So it wasn't it's not the biggest loss. It's mostly just like a, a loss of money, which okay, whatever. Like it's a tool, whatever. Like I used it while I had it. It's fine, but it's kind of annoying. But I'm so fucking glad it was my passport. I looked up Alpro 20 a carton. How much comes in the carton though? That's a good idea. It's so. Oh, like an individual thing? Okay. No, no, no. Yeah, I thought you meant like a carton, like a box full of them. It's so good. Like it actually tastes like almonds. No almond milk I've had in America tastes like that. It is so good. And I mean, I like almond milk in America, but it just tastes so different here and like so much better. I'm like, wow. Like I never put almond milk or like whatever in my tea or coffee or anything, but I have been just 'cause it's so good. I feel like making almond milk would be a little expensive just because almonds are so expensive. The almond milk is like $2 a thing. No shade, but almond breeze step up your game. Okay, honestly. How do you usually drink your coffee? Recently, I haven't been drinking coffee because I feel like it does kind of give me anxiety. Like it just like I feel just like more prone to anxiety and stress when I drink it. But usually, if I am gonna have it, I just have a black coffee. Or actually, today I had soy that was usually I prefer almond milk. I'll get like an almond milk latte. I don't really like it sweet unless like the almond milk is sweet, but yeah. Oh, I want to try the yeah, like the vegan yogurt. I'm not going to the Czech Republic this time, but definitely in the future. Yeah, I want to go to Australia too. Yeah, I just want to go everywhere. It gives me anxiety too, so I usually try to stick to decaf. Yeah, or I'll have tea. I want to get when I go home. I want to get like decaf Keurig things because I like drinking coffee, but it's just like anxiety gang. They support a bit silly meat and dairy. I kind of feel that, like maybe like it's one thing to understand it and then it's one thing to actually do it in your life, but at least they're open minded about it. That's like a step in our direction. Are you ever going to travel? Do you mean like around the US for meetups? I want to, yes. You should get a reusable Keurig filter. Yes, I've been meaning to do that. I didn't even know they had those, and then my neighbor told me. He was like, "Oh yeah, you can like get the reusable ones," and I'm gonna do that because then I can just buy like decaf coffee and put it in there, and it's less trash. Because the Keurig is definitely a lot of trash. I think you can recycle the little things because they're like hard plastic, like you can recycle it, but it's still like trash. Yeah, and it'll be so much cheaper. Vegan pepperoni pizza. What did you use? Sounds so good. Just another person with anxiety and depression. I feel that though. Like, I feel like so many people go through that or are going through that, whether it be anxiety or depression or any other mental health issues. And you feel so alone during it because I feel like not that many people really talk about it. And I feel like social media helps with that, but then it also doesn't help with that. Like, it doesn't help because on one hand, a lot of people are just trying to show their best selves and their best lives, and you're comparing your entire life to that, which I've talked about. So you're like, my life sucks. Why am I going through all this? And all these people are so happy all the time and beautiful and traveling and doing the best. But then on the other hand, there's so many people I follow on Twitter that talk so openly about their, I don't know, mental health issues and just about their lives in general. And on one hand, it makes you feel less alone. Like all the memes, even like things like memes, it's like almost like an inside joke, you know, like it's like, okay, we're all going through this. Not like all of us, but you know, anyone who understands the meme or like who relates to it, like, okay, you're not alone. Like there's someone else who feels how you feel or whatever. The deep side of memes. But yeah, so I would say unfollow anyone who doesn't make you feel good about yourself, and unfollow anyone who makes you feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough, I'm not enough, who makes you feel worse about your life, you know, and try to follow people that are open and honest and people who aren't like pretending to have a great life. I don't know, like, you just have to realize the difference. I hope that makes sense. I'm moving from Munich to London next week, and I've been dreaming of it forever. You inspired me so much. Oh my god, that's so exciting. Dude, that's awesome. It's so cool. I'm proud of you. Do it. I retweeted this today. I think it was Russ who tweeted it. But he said, like, if you're 17 or 18, start now, you know, because in a few years you're still only going to be like 21, 22, 23, 24. Like, you're still so young, and it's never too early to start doing what you love, you know? Like, I know on one hand you can be like, oh, I'm young, I don't have to worry about it, young and stupid, reckless. And on one hand, like, yeah, okay, make your memories, have fun with your friends before you have to settle down and, like, do whatever. Not that you have to do that, but you know what I mean? Like, if in the future you have kids or you get into a relationship even, like, you're going to have less freedom in certain aspects of your life, so take advantage of the opportunities while you can. Stay up late with your friends, but also, dude, start working on your goals and dreams, and like, you can do it now. Like, there's nothing stopping you. Don't use the excuse that you're young just to not do shit. Have you bought any of Anna's Fenty makeup? I have not yet, but it looks amazing, and I will probably for sure get some. But I haven't even like had the time to sit down and look at it yet online because I've been just like busy. But yeah, I love already, and I love Rihanna, and I love how inclusive the line seems to be, and I just love Rihanna so much. She's someone who uses her platform for so just like such good, is that correct grammar? But she just does so much, and like she's such like a fashion icon, and yeah, she has like this makeup line coming out and all of that, but then at the same time, like, she's doing so much beyond that and like helping the world in so many ways. Like, I retweeted this I think somewhat recently, but she like donated a lot to this. I don't know if she donated or if she actually like supplied them with bikes, but like girls who needed bikes to like get to school, and I don't know, so much. Like I watched this mini documentary on YouTube where she was somewhere in Africa, like at their schools, learning about it and helping them. She's just amazing. That that explanation does not do her justice, but there's some celebrities that are so famous and like have a lot of followers, but then they're not really like doing anything other than promoting their products or whatever, and it's like, okay, your products aren't even really that good or that inclusive, or there's no representation, so why? Like, it's so fucked up. But Rihanna is fucking legit. I'm thinking about visiting LA. Where would you recommend staying? What part of the city? Um, if you can, like Santa Monica or Venice, honestly, because I feel like it's cleaner and it's nice to be by the beach. It's nice to be close to the beach. Um, yeah, I feel like going more into like the Hollywood or even like West Hollywood side, there's still a lot to see, but it's not going to be as cool because it's just like you have to drive everywhere. But like if you're staying in Santa Monica, you might have to drive a little bit, but you can mostly walk and it's like cuter and you can go to the beach and it just like feels like you're really in LA. So that's what I would recommend if you can. I think it will be a little more expensive. It depends, of course, on where you go because there's places in Hollywood that are expensive too, but that's what I would recommend because you want to see the beach and you want to like, it's just so cool and amazing and like cute. I love those areas. I love Venice. Sony and I talk about sometimes like moving to Venice. It's just another like part of LA. Like we live in Hollywood now, and it's just like a few miles away. It's still like part of LA if you didn't know, but it's closer to the beach, and it's just like I don't know. It's more of like a chill vibe, like artsy, like by the beach. What about losers who can't drive? Well, you can Uber. Like I can't drive either, but Uber bitch, or like you can use the metro. There's buses. You can do what you gotta do. What did you do today? We went to this flea market in Mauer Park. I think that's what it's called. It was super awesome. I've seen parts of the Berlin Wall. I keep meaning to go to the East Side Gallery, which is like the main thing, but I haven't been yet. And yeah, we went to, I think, the Holocaust Museum the other day, which was interesting. I don't want to say like cool, but it was like very interesting. And like, yeah, it was good to go. That is ironic. I am good. How are you? I keep seeing 1111, 444, 911 everywhere. Do you know what it means? On one hand, it's like, okay, your brain's just picking up on those. You see a lot of numbers every day, but you just choose to focus on those. Okay, whatever. But we like to make things a little more interesting, and I like to believe that when you see these repeating numbers or these like aligned numbers everywhere, it's a message from the universe, or like some people talk about like it's like angel numbers. It's like the angels or whatever, your angels looking over you and letting you know that you're on the right path or that good things are coming your way. And I think that's a good thing to believe because even if there's no such thing as angels of the universe or whatever, you can still believe that good are happening. Loving your podcast. When will you be uploading another one? Thank you. As soon as I get home in Los Angeles, I will be recording another one. Why are people being so mean to you about the German flag thing? Oh my god, I felt so stupid. But yeah, people were really mad, and some people were nice. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, by the way, like, it's not the right one. Which, like, I appreciate, because otherwise I wouldn't have known, and I would have just looked like a dumb bitch forever. But, some people were, like, pissed. I was like, oh, shit, sorry. No excuse, but I will say, it was late. I was trying to upload that vlog all day. I made the thumbnail late at night because I wanted to get it up at like a reasonable time in the States where a majority of my audience is. And I typed in German flag. I don't know why that one popped up, but it was like the first one. I was like, okay, good, copy, paste, got it, go to bed, you know? So I apologize to anyone who was offended. by me using the wrong order of colors. But yeah, dumb. I'm not dumb, but sometimes you make mistakes. How is the vegan selection in Germany versus the U.S.? Um, Honestly, it's like probably the same. Probably just the U.S. because I'm more used to it, but in Germany, like I'm surprised at how many options there are, both restaurants and like just items in the grocery store. People can just be so rude for no reason. That's true. I have not listened to that song yet. Yes, I want to try the vegan yogurt. I never really eat vegan yogurt. I don't know why. I just like forget about it. I should send you some vegan Swiss snacks to try. Oh my god, definitely. When Sony gets back from China and when I'm back from here, Sony's not in China right now, but she is going to go there. We want to open a P.O. box. Maybe I'll just do it when I get home. I could do that. But yeah, so you guys could send us snacks or just like letters or whatever. I definitely want to do that. Oh my god, what is it? What? How do you find so many vegan restaurants in unfamiliar countries? Most of the time, you guys just tell me about them, but then also you can just like Google it or use the app Happy Cow. Is Sonia going to China? Kind of what I'm doing right now. She's just going with her family. All of us, me, Cami, and Sonia, all just like random trips to other countries with our families in September, like randomly. Like none of us knew, but it's like pretty much all at the same time too. I plan on having another Berlin, definitely in the future. I don't think I have time this trip, but the meetup that I did have was so fun. I loved meeting you guys. It was so awesome. It's just like good to chill and like sit down, and it's cool because you guys get to meet each other too and make new friends. And yeah. How does it mean to be vegan? I feel like I'm mostly vegan for the environmental reasons. Like Cowspiracy is just a really good movie. I feel like there is a lot of like vegan propaganda, but it's just like good to open your mind up to issues like that aren't typically talked about by mainstream media. And then of course like the animals and the health reasons. Like especially not eating dairy just helps my skin so much. But speaking of which, you can kind of see some nice funds. But I haven't been to a dermatologist in so long, except I did get scammed recently by one, which is like a fun story. But I haven't, like, I don't know. And I think it was in 8th grade or maybe freshman year. I was going to a dermatologist in Bellingham for like a couple months. And I don't really know if it helped that much, but I want to go to one in LA because I just have this like scarring on my cheeks. My forehead's pretty much always clear. My T-zone's pretty much almost clear, except like the sides, like right here, and my cheeks. So I just want to go like see if they can help me, especially with the scarring and the discoloration. It's mostly that. I want to keep you guys in general, and also feel like I've been breaking out recently, or I was, because I was eating a lot of soy and just like processed vegan foods, and soy can definitely break you out. Like if you eat a lot of it, you can develop an intolerance to it, pretty much. So I've been trying not to eat soy. I've eaten tofu a few times, and like soy milk a couple times, maybe like once actually. Like I had soy milk today because there wasn't another option, but I just feel like because I was eating so much like Gardein, and yeah, it just was not good. So yeah, on my face. I love soy products too much, right? Like soy chicken is so good, but it's hard. Did going makeup free help your skin? Yes. Long term, not really, and obviously I like wearing makeup, so it's not really a long term solution for me. But I definitely find that like my skin was so clear about a year ago when I was staying with my friend in San Diego, and I was like going to the beach, going in the ocean every day, not wearing makeup, not really using that many products on my face. That's when my skin was the clearest. Like I was in the sun every day, in the ocean, not wearing makeup. I feel like if I were to like just live by the beach and just eat so clean foods, just be so hydrated, like most, I think every raw vegan I've seen have the best skin ever. Like so clear. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the 1,000 bars. Um, but I don't know. Like it's kind of hard to be raw vegan and um, like I'm trying to gain muscle, and it's definitely harder to do that if you're raw vegan. So again, not really like a long-term solution for me, but I definitely try to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and drink a lot of water. But yeah, so in the future, like I'm just gonna live by the beach, chill, whatever. But I definitely, yeah, I think once I get back to LA, I'm going to make an appointment. I found this dermatologist in Koreatown that's very like natural based and like they use a lot of Korean skincare products, and I just trust that so much. So we gonna see. Even just like soy milk and tofu, yeah. Currently ordering from Boohoo. I love Boohoo. I think I'm usually like a medium. Sometimes when I order from Zaful, especially the swimsuits, I'll get a large. But yeah, I'm typically a medium. Sometimes I'll get a large because I'm tall. But yeah. Sonia is from Bellingham, and we went to middle school and high school together, and that's how we know each other. It's not bad for you, but if you find that if you're breaking out or like sometimes I have problems digesting, like I get really bloated or whatever, and when I love the European siren aesthetic, but when what was I saying? Oh yeah, I went to acupuncture and I was talking to her about that. She was like, "Oh, do you eat a lot of soy because you're vegan? That could be the cause of your breakouts, and just like maybe because like you're bloated sometimes, whatever." So I'm trying not to eat soy. But if you're fine, then it's fine. You know, that's like okay. Like for some people, peanuts won't make you fucking die, but for some people, like no. Does that mean like, no? Just because some people have an intolerance to it or have bad effects from it doesn't mean that that's gonna happen to you or that you should cut it out if you don't have those. Hope that makes sense. I love oat milk, so good. Where are you going after Germany? I'm going home to Los Angeles. I'm so excited. I miss all my friends so much. I miss going to the gym. Wow. I miss my friends mostly. Like, I miss them. Have you heard of Vegemite? I have. I've never tried it, but I have heard of it. I'm going back Tuesday, so day after tomorrow. So tomorrow's my last day here. Would you recommend raw vegan? I wouldn't recommend it because it's not really an option for most people. Like it's hard to just get that amount of raw fruit and vegetables. And most people don't live in climates where that's possible. And also, yeah, I feel like you can, like, it's not good for everyone. Like, it is a lot of sugar. If you're going to school or work full time, it's hard to eat so much at once. Like, not to say it's like a bad lifestyle or that anyone who's doing it is unhealthy or doing it wrong, because there's people who make it work. But, yeah. Did you call that cute guy in the restaurant cafe that gave you his number? I saw on your Instagram story. Okay, a brief story time. Should I spill the tea? I mean, it's not really like tea. It's got to be hard to get all the different kinds of protein. That's another thing. And again, I mean, it's not to say that raw vegans don't get enough protein, but you're not really gonna get enough protein. Um, so basically what happened, we were at this like vegan cafe, and the guy working there, I was like, oh, okay. Because I don't know. I mean, there's not really an explanation. I just like thought it was cute. And his accent, at first he was speaking German, but then he like knew that my sister and I were American, so he switched to English to American. He switched to English, and his English accent, like his accent when he was speaking English, was very American and almost sounded like he was from LA. Like it was a very West Coast accent. So I was like, oh, interesting. Like, okay, his English is good. Like usually people have like they still, you can tell that they're like German or not when they're speaking English, you know. So I was like, okay. It's only time when people wake up from other time zones. So then whatever, we like ordered, he brought us our things, whatever, and I was like, I want to talk to him. We were sitting outside, so I like pretended to go get more water, and I was like, the water thing was like kind of by where he was, so I was just like trying to fill out my water, and then I was like luckily he happened to be right there, and there were no customers, and I was like, oh, like where are you from? Your English is really good. And he was like, oh, like I'm from here, but my parents were always like really adamant about me learning English and speaking it well and everything. And I was like, oh yeah, because you kind of have like a West Coast accent. Like I'm from LA. Like you kind of sound like you're from there. So we were just talking, and he was like talking about Burning Man and whatever. We just were like talking. He was super cool. And I was like, oh, like what's your Instagram? Well, no, first of all, we were like, cool. Like then I went back. Then I was like, only his Instagram. So I went back. I pretended to go to the bathroom. Then when I was coming out, I was like, oh, what's your Instagram? And he was like, oh, I actually don't have Instagram. And I was like, oh, do you like Snapchat or anything? Because international, I can't like get his number. I guess I could have asked him for WhatsApp, but I don't even like have that on my phone. And he was like, I don't have Snapchat either. Like I have Facebook, but I don't really use it. And I was like, yeah, I have Facebook, but I don't really use it either. So he gave me like, he literally wrote his name on a piece of paper, said Berlin, gave it to me. I was like, okay. And I looked him up. He has Facebook, but I haven't messaged him yet. So yeah, kind of a finesse. It's not like I'm super invested or anything, but sometimes you just gotta be like, you gotta go for it because you have to just show yourself you can, and it's not scary, you know. Cute guy haul. Yeah. So if you ever meet a cute guy, just be like, where are you from? Wrote his name, like me. Who doesn't have Instagram or Snapchat? But it was also cool, you know? Because he was still, like, I don't know, the way he was dressed and just, like, how he acted, like, I would expect him to be, like, a very, like, aesthetic Tumblr Instagram, like. But no, he's like, yeah, I don't really have that. Like, okay, that's a little different. I'll fuck with that. I'll message him right after this. Yeah, I did explain it. Too hipster to have social media, literally. But, like, I fuck with that, you know? What? I thought you had a boyfriend in LA. Honey, no. Just call eyelash extensions. Do you love yours? I think you have them. I do have them now, but they just need to be filled. I love them so much. I feel like they just complete the look. And when I don't have makeup on or I'm working out or whatever, I still feel somewhat put together. Which is kind of sad, but it's kind of cool he's not into social media. Yeah, right? I was like, okay. But, I mean, whatever. He was like, oh, if I'm ever in LA, like, I'll hit you up. And I was like, gosh. You know, sometimes you're just chill, and you just have to document it for the vlog, but just when it's like, whatever, you know? What were your overall thoughts after the video with German vegan food? Love it. Love it. Huh. I feel so dehydrated. Why are you not friends anymore? Well, it's not like a beef or anything, but, as you guys saw in the vlogs, we were, like, kind of living together, just kind of, like, staying in Airbnbs and staying at friends' houses together for, like, a few months, and then I was traveling, so we weren't hanging out, because she decided to stay in LA, and then she came up to Washington and stayed at my parents' house with me for like a few weeks. Um, and my parents were like paying for her food, like everything, letting her stay there for free. And then she left, and then she like unfollowed me on Instagram, and I was like, oh, that's like kind of weird. And usually I wouldn't like ask someone why they unfollowed me, because I don't think that's like if it's someone, if it's just a random person or like we met once, it's like okay, whatever, I don't really care. But I was like, that's weird because we lived together for, I mean, pretty much like lived together for quite a few months. You stayed at my parents' house, and like they didn't make you pay rent or really buy groceries or anything. She would like ask my mom to drive her around all the time. Like, I don't know. So I just like thought it was weird because I was like, okay, well, did I do something? Like, I don't know. So I asked her about it, and she was like, well, you don't really inspire me anymore. Like, I know you're better than this. I hope you find what makes you happy, but yeah, I just like, you don't really inspire me anymore. And I was kind of like, okay, well, I'm sorry. Thanks for being honest. Whatever. And that's like the last time we talked, and like she hasn't really reached out to me at all. And again, if it was someone random or like an internet friend or like someone I met once, it wouldn't be a big deal. Or like someone who just watched my videos, like, you don't inspire me anymore. Okay, whatever, like moving on. But it was just weird because it's like she was one of my really close friends for like, I felt like so long, and like the fact that we would live together and like you would stay at my parents' house, and like my family like kind of like took care of you for a while. I just thought that was kind of weird, and it's like I thought we were like, I wouldn't say to Sony like, Sony, you don't inspire me. You know what I mean? Because like we're friends. Like it's not like obviously my friends around me inspire me, and that's why I'm friends with them, but it's not like I like put my friends above me and I'm like, you used to inspire me and you don't anymore. So I just thought it was really weird. It's like, and again, there's no beef or anything, so that's why I talk about it. I'm not like talking about it to start beef, but a lot of people asked because we were really close, and this isn't like to be shady or anything. That's like literally just what happened. So yeah, story time. I feel like I've explained this so many times, but yeah, people like still keep asking me about it, and I just want to be honest. Like I literally have no hard feelings towards her, whatever, and I hope that she is happy and everything. But I don't know. I just think it's like really weird. Still remember when you guys were so close and all. Yeah, me too. And that's why it's just like weird, and like I was kind of hurt that she would do that. And again, it's not like the fact that she unfollowed me, but just the fact that like she would almost like that unfollow represented like her cutting me out of her life, and like okay, like just because I don't inspire you, I don't know. I just didn't really understand, and I still don't. But I mean, we're all on our own paths, and everything does happen for a reason. You know, like whatever. I have really good friends in my life now, and like I'm happy in where I want to be. So yeah, yeah, it does show you who your real friends are, and you know, whatever. What's the most crazy thing that ever happened? Oh, honey, I feel like just life in general, and I feel like that's such a cliche. Like, oh my god, life's crazy, whatever. But are you ever just like, what? Like you think back to a year ago, you're like, one coming. Look at the foreshadow. That's why I like journaling. That's why I like making videos so much, because a nice European siren. Because I get to look back at my life and just like things that I would say, and like even just like journal things, journal entries. It's like, wow, I manifested that, or like didn't know that was gonna happen, or didn't see that one coming, or like I thought that this feeling was gonna last forever, or that this was gonna be forever, but then it wasn't, and things changed and whatever. Bet you have so many cool, crazy stories. I mean, not really, honestly. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe to some people, but yeah, I'm not really that crazy in that sense. Like I know what you're talking about, like, but I never really like partied in high school. Even now, I don't really party. Like I have a few stories, but most of the times, my like things that happen to me, they really don't sound cool, except to my close friends and I, because it's like it's funny because this person came and like there's like some inside joke about like something and whatever. Like I don't know, most of my things that like funny or memorable things that happen to me, it's because of like inside jokes or like random shit that like it's like okay, that doesn't really sound like that cool of a night or an experience when you talk about it. But like when me and Sony talk about it, we're like TV fucking T. LOL. I know your opinions on modeling, but you'd fit the Brandy Melville style. Thank you, but yeah, I don't know. If they reached out to me and they were like, "Bitch," I'd be like, "Okay," but it's not like I would go out of my way to like pursue that. You know what I mean? And I've said this before, but if I wanted to model, I would definitely have to. I mean, it is opening up and it is becoming more inclusive recently, but I would definitely have to like lose weight, and I don't really want to do that. Like I'm trying to gain weight, gain this muscle, like get dad ass. Um, so yeah, we shall see though. I know when Poshmark sends you a final shipment reminder, but you're not in the United States. What are your thoughts on binge drinking? Don't do it. Yeah, you don't need to do that. How do you like to treat a sore throat? Lemon. Honestly, like lemon, honey, ginger tea. But if you're like not trying to eat the honey, you could do agave or like echinacea tea. Sonia has this sore throat tea that helps. But yeah, just like honestly, hot water, hot tea. You don't have to lose the weight, gain that booty. Yeah, it's not like about being pretty though. It's about like modeling and fitting someone else's standard, and especially Brandy Melville models. Like one size fits all, everyone. That's obvious. So you know what I mean? Do you have a positive body image? Yes. Like I would say, I'm definitely happy with how I look, and I feel like lifting weights and getting more into working out and fitness has only increased my body image because at times it's true, like I'm like I wish that my butt was bigger or I wish my progress would show quicker, but it's so cool to feel and like think of my body in a positive way. Like instead of just seeing my body change in a mirror, like I feel it getting stronger, and in my everyday life, like I can pick things up that I wasn't able to pick up before. Like we were like trying it out. I was like, oh, because I remember like it was so long ago, like maybe middle school, early high school, but my sister was on my back and I was like, oh my god, I wonder if I could like squat with her on my back, and I fell over. And it was literally the other day, but I was like, I thought of that and I was like, I've been working out, like I wonder if I could do it. And she was on my back, I did like 20 squats and I was like, let's do fucking more. Um so it's like cool, like I view my body not just aesthetically now, even though it's true, like I want like my butt to be bigger and I'm excited to like see my body change physically, aesthetically, whatever, but then also like I just view it in such an amazing way. My body's capable of so much and I need to feed it and nourish it and get enough sleep and like put healthy things into it so it feels even better and can do even more. I don't know, it's just an amazing feeling. So yeah, I would recommend it for everyone. And of course, it can turn into an obsession and it can go the wrong way. But I feel like as long as you have that foundation of like health is wealth, you know, and like I'm doing this for me. It's good. Ethical issues in national history. Yeah, watch the True Cost if you're interested in that. It's not really talked about that much, and it definitely makes you conscious. I like rarely really buy clothes. Sometimes companies will send me clothes, and that's literally the only time I will get clothes unless I need like underwear or something. The one thing I didn't like about the True Cost is they didn't really give an alternative to doing any of that. Like there wasn't really an ending message of like a call to action or anything. It was just kind of like there are some brands that don't support this. Like that was kind of it. So I thought they could have done a better job at kind of like, because you get all hyped up, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna change, like, fuck this industry, and they're just kind of like, there are some brands, don't support the others, and it's kind of like, okay. Whole Foods or Trader Joe's? I like Whole Foods for some stuff, and I like Trader Joe's for some stuff. I like the hot bar at Whole Foods, but I do like Trader Joe's for staples. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like really sad. There's so much fucked up shit in the world. Oh my god, I love Kristen. Yeah, I love her. Yeah, she goes thrifting a lot, I know, so that's definitely an alternative. But then some things you need, like underwear, I'm not gonna buy in thrift stores, sorry. And like that's like one of those things you just kind of like you have to. But I think awareness is everything. What contraceptive method do you recommend? You have to do what it works for you. Like I know girls that have the copper IUD, which is not hormonal, but it is still going to affect your body. It's going to change your body. Like your periods are going to be heavier. It is sort of invasive, but then like it's not hormonal. You could take the pill, the patch. You could get a hormonal IUD, which I wouldn't recommend. I mean, it's going to be different for everyone, but I've heard mostly that a lot of girls don't like that, and then it's just like, yeah, mess them up. But do what works for you. Always use condoms, etc. I'm very hungry, and I'm wondering where my family is because I'm fucking hungry. Blogs and stuff that have lists. Okay, that's good to know. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. Maybe I'll be on later if I have time. Anyway, thank you for watching and listening. It's 4:44 alignment. I love you guys. Comment on my latest video. Health is wealth. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching!